Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Pair of Kings podcast. I'm your host, Saul Thompson. You can find me on Instagram at Saul Thompson. I'm joined this week not only by my wonderful co-host.
Hey, what's up? I'm Michael Smith. I'm the wonderful co-host. You can find me on Instagram at @_Smithstagram.
And this week, for our first guest episode of the season, we are joined by Billboard charting number one artist, 24kGoldn. He is in town for his show. This will release afterwards, but he was in town, so we wanted to have him on the podcast.
That was the most NPR intro ever. That was crazy.
We've been working on it.
Yeah,
We
you used to
strive.
listen to
Very
a lot
professional.
of Diane Rehm growing up.
I'm Diane Rehm.
How are you? How's you've been in New York for 20 minutes?
Welcome.
Yeah, 20 minutes, yeah.
Have you touched the ground other than outside my apartment?
No.
Cool.
No.
Tight. Welcome.
Yeah, we just literally pulled up out here. This is our first stop.
Cool. Nice.
And yeah.
Glad to have you here. You're on tour right now. For like for a release or just because you're touring?
Yeah, so I dropped a EP like in March called Growing Pains.
Mm-hmm.
So then this is the
This is the
subsequent
Growing Pains
Yeah,
tour.
this is the Growing
Right.
Pains.
Nice.
Exactly.
So this is your second tour. You had one, if I remember right, back in 2021. How is the tour starting out? How are you finding it?
Honestly, it's really cool. Like
Nice.
I'm really, really liking it this time.
Yes.
You know, I've done it's my second headline tour.
Yep.
But I've done probably like 5 tours total, 3 being opening tours.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it's real different when everybody there is actually there to see you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of just like, yeah, we're here early.
Yeah.
I guess we'll watch
Yeah.
him, you know?
The kind of like quiet, like head bob, awkward like crowd of people in
Half
front of the
empty.
headliner or the non-headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily it's been better than that.
Okay. Saul, do you want to lead us off with a fit check?
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick?
We should do that really quickly
Oh,
before I
yeah, I
forget
got
about
that
it.
shit on right now.
I have some strike gold jeans, an old vintage belt with a fish on it, and then a old Russell shirt from the 50s with a rat on it that says, a little toot never hurt. I got this in Austin, Texas, like 3 years ago, and it's one of my favorite shirts. It reminds me of my dog because he kind of looks like a mouse.
I am wearing Croc cowboy boots because I'm in my home.
These are crazy. Is this a collab or do they just do this
This
on their
is
own
just
accord?
they did it for like Croc Day a year or two ago.
Wow.
They've never been outside. They're just my like house boots.
Yeah.
Um,
House boots is
house
crazy.
boots. Got the house cowboy boots, and then the street cowboy boots. I'm wearing Rick Owens champion pod thing shorts, Rick Owens deep V-neck, and then I don't even know what it's called, like a big button-up over shirt, also Rick Owens.
Sick.
Okay, what you got on?
I got on these
Those are
Dries
nuts.
Van Noten fur flip flops.
Those look brand new.
They are brand new, yeah. And then I got these like the Kylie Jenner little fucking
Those are the
muddy acnes.
Hell yeah!
Murakami LV belt.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And like a vintage Vote tee from 1971.
Nice.
First Louis Vuitton belt on pod, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Welcome.
It's a
an
landmark
honor.
moment.
It's an honor, yeah.
You've got some cool bracelets on. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
a Cartier nail, one of the, it's not a Cartier love bracelet?
It is,
that
yeah,
what
it's
they
a
are?
love, it's a love.
And then you've got somebody make you the Growing Pains bracelet?
Yeah, this girl that came to the show in Boston last night gave it to me.
Oh, that's super
Aw.
sweet.
Yeah, and she has like a matching one, so
Oh.
that's my twin now.
It's twin.
So I do want to ask, because I was curious, I guess it's a good time, for tour gifts, when people bring things and they're like, I want you to have this, what are some of the craziest things, the most memorable things that people have brought to shows?
Ooh, one time somebody brought like brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts because I had mentioned it was my favorite,
Sure.
and they like threw them at me on stage, and I
Nice.
was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna eat this after the show." So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I like stuff like that. I like friendship bracelets. I don't like when people give me the clothes off of their back.
Oh,
Yeah.
like sweaty.
Yeah, especially after the show, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you keep
Yeah,
it.
you-
Like, no, I couldn't take that from you. And they're like, no, really, it's fine.
How's that? It's like they walk up to you. They're like, "I want you to have my shirt," and it's like
Well, I might have like complimented them on it, like, yeah, that's a cool jersey, that's a cool shirt, like
you can have it.
on you, but
Yeah.
I don't, you only got so much luggage space, right?
Yeah, it's just a compliment, You don't how. And actually, we were wondering about that. How do you pack for tour? Do you like have a bunch of space to bring a bunch of outfits, or you kind of like stuck?
So I've got it down to a science now.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'm able to go, at least for my personal, carry, is two like suitcases and a duffel bag.
Okay.
So just underwear, socks, I used to put underwear on my rider and get new underwear every show.
That's kind of smart.
And then throw away the old
A
underwear.
specific brand or just like any underwear?
Calvin Klein.
You gotta have
Nice.
okay, tight.
CK. But then I was like, yo, this is probably bad for the environment. I should stop doing that. So now I just like wash the Calvin Kleins that I already have.
That's easy.
And then I'll bring like just an assortment of like jackets, shirts, pants, and kind of like put something together each night before the show.
Do you ever get worried about repeating an outfit?
In real life, yeah. And like my friends would tell you, like, yo, you probably will never see me in the same outfit twice.
Sure.
Now, if you don't see me in it, I might bust it again.
Okay.
Right.
But on tour, it's kind of like, I don't know. I like to have a theme, you know.
Yeah.
So I might rock the same thing for like 2 shows, but besides that, no.
Is there a theme currently?
Just like really grungy, dirty, growing pains. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I get it. Tracks.
Speaking about growing up, you grew up in the Bay Area.
San Francisco, yeah.
Can you speak a little bit to any either musical or style influences that you had coming out of the Bay?
Well, when I was like really young, it was the hyphy movement was still going on. So all I wanted to do was just wear the biggest t-shirts I could find and the baggiest pants I could find, and my parents hated it. But I'm 23, so I'm of the generation that was like partially raised by the internet. So all like the snapbacks and the Jordans, that was my shit. And then like when I was like in middle school, I got into Supreme and stuff like that. So that was my shit. But I don't know. I think from the Bay, I more so have like embodied a energy of like fun and like carefreeness and like playerisms rather than like a specific music influence or like style influence.
Yeah.
You have certain artists that you really like coming out of the Bay?
Like right now or just of all time?
Either or, all time.
I
right
mean,
now.
E40's a legend. Larry June is amazing. Kari, he's on the come up. Who else? Oh, Overcast is great. Sneed is great. Tweesh is like this R&B singer. Yeah, a lot of great stuff coming out the Bay right now.
I know less and less about each of those people the farther you get into that list, but that's tight. That's a list of people to look up.
My favorite thing to bring up, I'm not from the Bay Area, but one of my best friends is, and a couple of friends who are out there in college, is bringing up the Prius gang? Prius?
Yo, wait. How do you know who those people are?
Exactly. It's the same reaction every time. So freshman year of college was 2017, just like the tail end of that, barely. And so I was hanging out with one of my friends. He's like, oh, you got to see this. And so he showed me, and I went on like that deep dive of the Pri Pri boys or Pri Pri gang.
Pri Pri gang, yeah.
It's just like so funny. And every time I bring it up, that's the exact same reaction I get.
I made music with them. Like I have
Did you?
songs
No way.
with them. Yeah.
No way.
One of my favorite songs with them. I think they took it off of the SoundCloud.
Yeah, they've deleted a lot of their stuff.
shit.
Like it's hard to find their stuff.
But we
now.
had this song called like Rock Your Boat, which was sick.
Holy shit.
And I used to pull up to like Joey's house, and I think he lived in Oakland, and like just make music. They would take me to parties, and they were like a couple years older than me.
Yeah.
And so I just got to like, and they were the shit, like in their high schools, respectively, in their area. So I would just pull up with them, and we would just go crazy.
Damn.
That's really nice.
Wow, full circle. That's crazy. Yeah, shout out Pri Pri gang.
God, it's a very like, I was raised in the Northeast, so like it was Northeast music. That was the first time I was really like introduced to Bay Area music.
Yeah.
Was 2017.
Wow,
Yeah.
Really?
amazing.
Damn. I'm older than both of you, and my like Bay Area music experience started with Lil B.
Yeah.
In like
Legend.
2008. That was my like MySpace era introduction to that shit. That's tight.
Lil B's a legend. I love him.
I still remember "Fuck Kevin Durant." That's
yeah.
one of my favorite Lil B songs of all
The
time.
Curse.
Just for him to come to the Warriors is crazy too.
That's absolutely insane.
So I was telling him before we started, like I don't know how you got. I couldn't remember how you guys popped up on my page, but I remember now, and it was the perfume or cologne that smelled like war. Do you have? Can I smell it?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh,
Do you
God.
really want to smell it?
Yeah, don't
last-
spray it on me. But like,
No,
you
you're more
know,
than welcome to smell it.
Yeah, I'm trying to smell this shit.
It's crazy. So, for those who don't know, there's a perfume called Toscavat Inexcusable Evil that he made to protest war. And it smells like somebody dying in a hospital, is the only way to describe it.
I can't wait.
Literally the last episode we recorded, not even a week ago, I think, was us wearing that cologne and trying to have a full podcast.
It's legitimately
an
hard to
hour
focus.
of us dry heaving and not much else. Like
Jesus.
it's a horrible experience.
Do you want to put it on like a test strip or something?
No.
Do you get the full experience?
No. Yeah, you know what? We'll do a test strip. Hold on.
Okay, you guys are fancy. You have just test strips lying around.
No, I got paper towels.
Oh, perfect.
I don't want to smell it again. I had a headache for like 2
Yeah,
days.
he's like coughing and shit.
Oh, I really don't want to smell it.
Because
I'm scared.
It smells kind of good at
I
first.
Just
know.
wait,
Give
just
it, Give
wait.
it like you got to sit there for like 5 minutes with it, and then now that I've smelled it so many times, I immediately think it's disgusting.
I kind of like it.
All
Just
right, all
wait.
right. I got a bottle if you want
I
it.
can like get it
It's
out
getting
of the...
worse though as the more I smell. Oh yeah. It like rots in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just immediately goes sour.
I'm getting like stress flashbacks as I smell it out of
Alright,
like
well-
the corner of my nose.
That was a cool experiment, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, this has become like a running theme throughout our podcast now. Is this-
People really like us not liking the way that smells. I mean, that's revolting.
You should just have every guest that comes on smell it and do
yeah.
a yo. Y'all should get Jeremy Fragrance on here.
Yo,
should.
I want Jeremy. I want to talk to Jeremy Fragrance about all the like weird shit. We have been talking about like doing a really sorry, Saul.
It's okay.
We've been talking about doing a really fucked up episode where we just like wear just a horrible mixture of fragrances and don't tell the guest. Just like,
They're like, what does that smell?
just like, oh, what? No,
Gaslighting the podcast.
no, nothing smells weird. Are you okay?
Jesus. So, apart from music, you also model. You're signed.
Oh yeah.
Do you have? Do you want to either walk in a show? Do you want to do sort of editorial shoots? Do you have any sort of plans for a
What's the grail?
modeling career outside of a?
I can
yeah.
smell it.
Yeah, so can I.
It's like in my nose.
It's
still.
lingering.
Yeah, I would love to do more modeling stuff. Both my parents were like models, and that's how they like met and fell in love.
Aw.
And I used to do it a bunch as a kid. Now music has taken over, you know, for the most part. But yeah, I would love to walk in a show. I love doing editorial shoots. I think I did like a L'Officiel, like Liechtenstein, however you spell that. Say that. A couple like last month. I don't know when it's coming out, but that was fun. I was supposed to walk in a Marnie show
Whoa.
a couple years ago, but it didn't end up working out. But yeah, it's on my bucket list for sure.
Nice.
So I mean, you're touring right now instead of doing
Fashion Week.
Paris Fashion Week where
Yeah.
everyone else is. Yeah.
City's empty right now, huh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's empty of influencers, but you don't want to hang out with them anyways.
I'll be all right. Yeah.
What's your like dream show to walk in?
Dream show to walk in. I don't even know if I have one. Like, I just want to. I don't know. Maybe like Louis Vuitton. Like that would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I don't know if my cheeks are gaunt enough for that.
You gotta
at
have
this
the-
point.
You gotta get
need
on some
the-
Mounjaro.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
get throw some
The Ozempic
Ozempic in
face.
there.
Yeah.
But that would be cool. Dries would be awesome. I don't know if he'll hit the same now that he's not there.
Right.
But yeah, Dries would be sick. Gucci, any of the like I think of the major houses are like
Valentino.
yeah, I would definitely walk for Valentino. That would
Yeah.
be cool.
Have you seen the Alessandro Michel went to Valentino, the like former Gucci guy?
Yeah, I did.
Have you seen the stuff he's making?
No, well, did he do the beaded pants
yeah.
like last year? I think.
No, it's his like very first season, and they did a preview of it like this week. It's really beautiful. I mean, you kind of look like a Victorian socialite kind of thing, but it's like it's beautiful. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to
I'm
some
gonna
of
have
that.
to look into it after. Just on like the Vogue runway app.
I don't even know if they did. They didn't even do a runway. They just like dropped pictures somewhere. Just like there you go, have it.
While you're on tour, what are things that you like to do to decompress? Do you ever need time sort of like away from a giant group of people?
Yeah, I guess. Like I really like to ride like a bike, like just get like a city bike, or sometimes the hotels we stay at have bikes, and I'll just like bike around the city and just check shit out. Like I've done that in Boston, I've done it in Portland, I've done it in a couple other cities too. But it's a nice way to like see things from the ground level of wherever we're at.
Do you have a favorite city to bike around?
I like London a lot, just in
Yeah.
general biking in London.
I feel like London's a like nicer place to be biking than a lot of the places in America.
Yeah, they got a lot of bike lanes there,
Yeah.
so it works out.
New York City, where they're actively trying to kill
Yeah,
you.
they want you
Yeah.
fucking dead.
Internationally, when you do travel abroad, do you find that there is a difference just in the way that crowds work, people are, things like that? Or would you say that performing in the US and abroad is basically the same?
No, it's huge difference.
Really?
Massive difference.
Mm.
Even between like country to country, like Japan is super different from Korea, is super different from China. But I tend to find that like overall, internationally, people are a lot more like excited by having like Western artists come because they don't know when the next time you're gonna come to Austria is or Shenzhen, China. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know, so they're like, oh my god, and they just go crazy, and that's a nice feeling too. America, we're spoiled, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot of really, really good music.
Always around.
like all the time. Yeah.
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 What are you listening to right now?
Oh, let me pull out my playlist and I'll
there's
let you know. Have y'all seen this guy Steve the Stoner where he goes into places and like free concert and like the Planet Fitness and he'll just bring this big ass boom box and do a free concert? That's sick. This guy Von Off 1700 from Chicago, amazing. I've been listening to like Benny and the Jets every single day.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
My favorite song about stimulants.
That's what it's about.
Benzedrine.
Oh wow. Okay, Elton, you little tweaker and
You
geeker.
little tweaker?
Yeah, little tweaker.
Allegedly, I mean that's one of those like whatever rumors where they're like, oh yeah, like all the Beatles songs are hidden drug references.
I think a guy dressing the way Elton John does.
He's got to
must
be
have
on
Definitely,
something. You know?
yeah.
There's no way he's not got a little kick going. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm actually really curious. So on your tours, huge part of doing any tour is a good tour merch,
Yeah.
a tour shirt. Do you help at all with the design of that? Do you have final say over it?
Oh yeah, I'm super like particular
Sure.
with everything. So this tour merch that we're doing now is the most I've been involved in any tour merch.
Nice.
Like I made the mood boards, I found the designer.
Damn.
We went back and forth over a couple iterations, and consequently, it just so happens to be the best selling merch
Hell
that
yeah.
I've done too.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm really happy about that.
That's awesome. Do you have or any desire, I guess, to do design, not just like shirts or a hoodie or something like that, like do something a little bit different for tour merch? Or even just
Nah, I just cause that's in the beginning when I was doing my merch, I was like, what do I want to wear?
Yeah.
And then let me sell that. But then I realized the stuff that I like to wear, I like to wear it partially because no one else is wearing
Sure.
something like that. But the average person that's going to a show wants something that they can wear every day. They don't want
Right.
like
Yeah.
distressed ringer t-shirt or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
I was making before. So I've kind of found like a nice in between of like what is something that I fuck with that is not like super hard to wear for other people. So just t-shirts, hoodies, stuff like that.
Don't want to give away too much sauce, anyways.
Yeah.
Are there any people that you would really want to collab with or that you think you would work well with?
Like music artist wise, I feel like me and Tame Impala would make amazing
Yo.
music.
They still around?
He
still
Kev,
around?
yeah, he's still
Wait,
around.
it's just one guy?
It's just one guy. I didn't know that for the longest time either, too. So, but yeah, Tame Impala, I just feel like a project would be amazing. Metro Boomin, I would
Yo,
love to work with.
I want to work with Metro Boomin. I don't even
Right?
make music. I just it just seems like something I should do.
Yeah, those two. I feel like those two together working on something would be crazy, regardless of my involvement.
The like Metro Boomin wants some more, and then it drops into like the indiest indie song you've ever heard. So sick.
I gotta ask. So you're also younger. What is your Instagram Explore page like? Do you get like the
Let's
Riz
see.
for Riz, Yacht for Yacht?
Yeah, wait.
memes? Are
What's
you
your
on
like
that shit?
meme exposure like?
Oh, bro, I love memes. Like I used to have a meme page.
I mean, I guess you
Did you?
found us on Instagram,
Yeah.
so you probably have been exposed to some sort of meme shit on
yeah,
your.
it's like a combination of like just I don't know, niche like fashion kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like hot girl thirst traps, and then
Oh my
just
god, we have like the exact same.
Wow, we have the same explore page.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
like right. Look, and
Yeah.
it's like vintage clothes, watches. Like I don't know who's this. She's not even that far, but she's there.
Excuse me.
Like I really like cars, so I
nice.
get a lot of that. But then on my Finsta, what's my Finsta explore page like? It's probably more treacherous.
Treacherous. Got that treacherous explore page.
See, I guess we'll never know. Service is bad right now. But yeah,
You have a dream car?
yeah, like the Pagani Utopia.
I don't know it.
Oh, I don't.
Yannick, can we get
The-
Pagani Utopia?
The only Pagani I know is Zonda.
Yeah, the Zonda.
Okay, is it? It's like that kind of vibe.
So yeah, same guy. The dude who makes them is
It's
still
one
alive.
guy?
Well, like he has a company. He's only one
Just like
guy,
one
just like
guy.
Tame Impala, right?
Kind of like the Tame Impala of luxury cars.
But he was like one of the first people to make these things called like hypercars,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
okay.
a level above supercar.
Yeah.
And when I was like, "Yo, there's a level above. This is crazy." And everyone that buys one, if you buy it from him, you go and you link dude, and like you can customize every single option, the color of the stitching on this interior.
Christ.
If you want to carbon fiber it or not, if you want to put a stripe, you can make all the bad decisions you want. Yeah.
How much?
Like millions of dollars. Yeah.
Would he put like an anime girl decal on it if I asked?
Ooh, he probably would. Yeah, he probably
And my
would.
Put your
Instagram handle
Instagram
on the back
handle?
window.
For $8 million, like why
fuck
not?
it.
Yeah.
I was reading an article about Chirons, and they have like a separate key that you need for when you take them to a track, because it's not, I guess, street legal to take it that fast
Yeah.
on like the highway.
Yeah, it's the like super key thing.
yeah.
And it like unlocks
Yeah.
more
That's
capabilities.
obscene.
That's pretty cool.
My last car that I owned, I accidentally turned on parental controls.
Wait, I didn't know cars could have parental controls.
I didn't know either, and I only had one key, and I turned on parental controls, and it meant that for that key, I couldn't go above like 60.
Yeah.
So, and I found this out because I was on the freeway driving, and I was like floored, and it would not go faster than 60, and
Yeah.
it's like I had to go buy a new key just to like have another key to turn. You need two keys present to
Yeah.
turn it off.
Oh wow.
It was
nuclear, the
Yeah.
nuclear house you need to do it at the same time.
Yeah, and I also couldn't turn the volume all the like the speaker volume was fucked, and it was like the most restrictive parent control settings possible. I just like hit. I was
my
like
God.
flipping through settings first
Yeah.
like week I owned it, and I bricked it.
Like what badass kid is this for that can't have his volume over 15? Yeah.
You can't go faster than 60 miles an hour, and your volume has to be at like 10%
Jeez.
at all times.
What's the first thing you do when you get home after a tour?
Oh, I'm so excited to get home and just like lay in my bed. I like to get my house cleaned right before I leave for
Yeah.
tour, so that when I come back, it's like all nice and perfect, and just yeah, I just chill for like a day. I'll probably go to like a spa or something, go sauna, a steam room.
Sounds really nice.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be away for on this tour?
This is the second half of tour. The first half was like about a month, 3 weeks to a month, and then I took 2 weeks off. I went to London. I recorded music, and then this second leg is like 11 days or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it'll have been like 2 months by the time you finally get back.
Yeah, but before that, I was doing a bunch of shows overseas. I went to China, I went to Thailand, and then not overseas, but I went to like Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
And they had
Which
like
country?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, which country? Yeah, I guess that's kind of another country. So I haven't really been home for longer than like 4 days for the last 3 months almost.
Gee, so like, wow.
I miss my bed, man. I got a new couch on the way too, so I'm
Nice.
excited to put that in.
That's crazy. I just like cannot imagine what touring would be like, just in terms of like staying in a different city every couple of days, 2-3 days.
Yeah, almost every day. I like
Yeah.
to think of it. It's kind of like being in the zombie apocalypse,
Okay.
right? Because it's you, it's your crew, and you're scavenging for materials everywhere you go. You know, getting snacks, constantly on the move.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I can compare it to.
That's crazy. I mean, when you are traveling, are there certain things that like I just need to like sit down and eat X food, or like I cannot possibly eat fucking, beef jerky again, whatever it is?
So I know I'm not really like a big snacker, so I'll either like go on Instagram and be like, "Yo, people of Ann Arbor, what the fuck do I eat out here?" or I'm gonna just run a Chipotle because I know what I want. I know it's gonna taste the exact same as it does in every single city. And yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, pull out the phone, make sure I get my portions right. Yeah, it's chill.
Getting a body cam like a cop and like switching it on.
Be like, just so you know, you're being recorded right now for quality assurance purposes.
Obviously, being into fashion, you do spend a lot of time recording music on tour. Do you have a stylist, somebody that helps out or pulls things for you?
I had a full-time stylist at one point. But as of like the last year or so, I've kind of just taken it more into my own hands. Because I don't know, I think style is a very personal thing.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain occasions, certain shows or appearances or stuff where, yeah, definitely get a stylist.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what the fuck am I gonna wear on the red carpet? I can't just go in my closet and pull out some shit. But yeah, for the most part, I just like to keep it as authentic and as like close to my personal preferences as possible.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I feel like when you have like strong opinions about clothing, it's kind of like weird to have to deal with someone else's opinions about clothing.
Yeah, and like compromise. But I honestly, I used to dress much worse than I do now. So I think having a stylist was very important in like educating.
Like how long ago are we talking you used to dress?
That I used to dress shitty.
Yeah.
Probably like 2018 to like 2020-ish.
Okay.
And before that, I was like in high school, so whatever I put on, I would wear like Gucci fucking ski goggles to school. So it was sick,
That's
you know?
kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
sick, yeah.
Fuck with that.
But then it was just this phase where I was doing like, I was wearing Air Force One. I had 30 pairs of Air Force Ones of different colors.
Like the Uptowns, the whites?
Yeah, no, but like different colors. Like
Okay.
so I had hits and I had misses.
Sure.
A lot of misses, but I had some hits in there too.
Yeah.
But now I think I've kind of like gotten to a more consistent basis of looking good.
What was your like introduction to fashion? I guess model parents, but like
Well, yeah, kind of, but like they were just like attractive people. They weren't. And I definitely got like certain basics of style of them of like, hey, your clothes should fit well for whatever body type you have. But like they weren't buying designer or like really, they were more dressing functional when they had me and my sister. But what got me into fashion in general was being a sneakerhead. I feel like that's the pipeline.
yeah.
Were you like sneakers release day guy or like Yeezy back in like 2016? Really, like what was the sneaker of what was your Grail sneaker back in the day?
Oh fuck! So I got into sneakers probably like 2010, 2011.
Oh damn! So way back.
And-
You're like Kobe Grinches or something?
That was
Wait, were
definitely.
you like
2011, I think.
8?
I was like
9?
10 or
10,
11.
alright.
Yeah, I was born in 2000. So whatever year it is, that's probably how old I am. But it was Jordans, and I remember there was this kid in my 7th grade English class named Kimante, and he pulled up to school wearing the Concord 11s,
Yeah.
white upper with the black patent leather, carbon fiber on the bottom, and I was like, holy shit! Like I didn't know shoes could look like that because up until that point, every pair of sneakers that I had came from Ross or Big Five.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
So I was just like fascinated.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford sneakers. My parents, we couldn't afford $185 sneakers.
Yeah.
So I took to like doing research on them like it was Pokemon cards. Like I would memorize the names of all the colorways, the release dates they came out. And then I figured out that they had these Facebook groups.
Yeah. I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where I could buy shitty like beat up sneakers, repaint them or whatever the fuck, and then flip them for more money.
Yep.
And then take that money and buy 2 pairs of beat up sneakers, do that, and just kind of like
Working your way up.
yeah, build a portfolio like it's
I
real
still
estate or
remember
some
back
shit.
in the day, my Grails were this is a little bit later, but the Jordan 12 OVOs, which
Yep.
I kind of can't support Drake anymore.
Ugh.
Still cool shoes. Jordan 6 Hairs.
Yeah.
And then the 4s, was it Pure Money and Black Cats?
Yeah.
were so sick.
You know, it's crazy. The Pure Money and the Black Cat 4s, those are like some of the most, like the Black Cat especially. Those are going for like $800 now
Still.
with the new
Yeah.
the new
Damn.
ones. But back then, those were like the ugly all black shoes
they
that
weren't
motherfuckers
interesting.
would wear for
People
work.
wanted Galaxy foams.
I
Yo.
had Galaxy
Yo.
foams. When I was 13, I had Galaxy foams.
They're re-releasing them. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of fucked.
You gonna get 'em?
Well, I have a pair now that I
you're
bought
okay.
to like fulfill. Well, this is what happened with my Galaxy foams that I had at 13. I kind of got scammed doing a trade where I traded them for Raging Bull 5s and Space Jam 11s.
Space Jam 11s are good shoes, though.
Now, the Space Jam 11s turned out to be fake, and the Raging Bull 5s were way worse condition than the pictures. And
Like a mail trade?
no,
You
like
shipped
in
them or-
person.
okay, in
person.
But I'm
yeah.
13, so
yeah,
like.
yeah. So you like
I didn't really have the ability to speak up for myself and be like, actually, nah, I don't want these.
27-year-old that works at GameStop.
Nah,
He's like,
literally, you just hit a lick on me crazy. And my friends, they would make fun of me. They made like memes about it,
oh man.
like custom memes to just shit on me. It was bad.
I still want Weatherman foams and I still want Coppers.
The
So
Weatherman
bad.
foams, we would shit on those
Oh, they're
so
so
hard.
Wait, what's
That's why I want 'em.
Weatherman foams?
You've never seen the Weatherman foams?
No.
Yannick, you've got to throw them up just for Michael, but I'll pull them up on my phone.
Well, I can't see him if he throws them up right now. That's
well, no,
for
I'm
everyone
pulling them
else.
up on my phone for you.
It's like a meteorology map,
Yeah,
copy and pasted onto a pair of foam posits.
yeah,
And
Okay, that was what I was gonna
Top
guess.
left.
they go
and
for
I-
this much now?
yeah. The
Yo,
brand new
what?
ones.
Are you
It's
serious?
insane.
That's
$1,200?
insane. Yeah, that's
Because
insane.
those are the. I mean, they're what now? Like 10, 12 years old?
yeah,
11 years
yeah,
old?
true.
So
true.
much of
Yeah.
the ugly
Damn.
shit that like 10 years ago was like cheap and you were like, I don't ever want to wear that is now like
Cool.
incredibly desirable and like
Like the
so
the
expensive.
clog posits. Do you remember
Yeah,
those ones?
Yeah.
clog
It was like a
posits?
mule, but like a foam posit mule.
Yeah.
We would make fun of people that had those shoes.
How
Yeah.
much do clog posits go for now?
I wanted
Probably
these
like
so
a
bad. The
rack.
Coppers. Those were because I was friends with an older dude named Andre who had two pairs. He had the silver ones and the Coppers, and he let me wear the Coppers one time, and I was like, "These are the coolest shoe I've ever seen in my life." I was like 14 years old, and it had like a lasting impression in my brain. That's crazy.
Sneaker face completely like flew past me.
You never got into it.
No, not once. I was
Damn.
I was like fucking preppy.
Yeah.
I went the other end.
You went like what Sperry's with the elite socks kind of vibe. Or what?
I wish.
I wish too. No, I was like, I was so much worse. I was like cuffed chinos, no socks, ties.
Oh, you was like MFA,
Yeah,
like okay,
yeah, I
word,
was
word,
like,
word.
I guess not even preppy. I was like formal
Yeah,
or like semi.
sure. The bitches love that, huh?
I think at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
no
cool,
longer.
cool.
That's not the way to do it anymore.
So you're wearing Drees right now, but are you still into sneakers at all? Like, do you want like the CDG foams?
So when I started making money, I went down this rabbit hole of
Yo,
like
wait, what was your first big?
like
Yeah, you're
bro,
like I just started making money purchase. Sorry, I had to interrupt you.
no, it was so.
It's got to be
bad,
something,
bro.
Hannah.
It's always got to be something horrible.
Do you remember the Supreme North Face collaboration in
Which one? The City
2014 where they did the bandana jackets?
Yeah.
Yes.
I bought every single color. The black, the red, the navy. I spent about $10,000 on these fucking windbreakers living in LA. I probably wore them like less than like 20 times across all three colorways. Just like
From
what?
the store, like a reseller.
No, from a reseller.
Oh,
from
man.
a
You
still have
reseller.
them?
No, I traded one. I traded the blue one for some Capital jeans that were like a Japan exclusive, and then they weren't a Japan exclusive, so I fucking lost a bunch of money on that. I think I just gave my red one to like a consignor. Shout out Wild West Social House.
Oh, they're really cool.
Yeah, and then the black one, I think I just like sold. I gave to somebody. I don't remember what I did with it.
That's crazy.
But now I have zero. But as far as
Good.
sneakers, I bought the LV Jaspers.
Oh my god.
I bought Galaxy Foams. I bought the Laser 4s. I bought the Yeezy 1 Zens and then the Yeezy 2 Platinums. And I don't wear any of them.
Oh.
Aw.
So
Is that
yeah.
just like like I mean, Galaxy foams are kind of from your childhood. Is that just like I need to fulfill that like kids?
It literally, but I don't even know what to fucking wear them with, dude. Like what? Black pants, sweatpants. You can't
Really,
cover up the
really
shoes.
tight black joggers. Like, fear
Yeah.
of God.
The like,
You had to bring it all the way back.
Super skinny distressed jeans with the zippers.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should get those like galaxy print
Galaxy-
sweatsuit to rock with it.
The like zoomies.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
How many
man.
pairs of like really distressed Amiri jeans do you own?
I've never bought anything from Amiri.
Okay, so obviously shit on Amiri. Some of their jeans are terrible. Some of their suits are really impressive.
Unfortunately, really good suits.
So I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
That's all people ever see of Amiri is like
The skin tight, the scammer
like,
jeans.
yeah, the scammer jeans. Yeah,
Scammer jeans.
But I met Amiri and he's a cool ass dude.
yeah.
And I felt bad because I've talked shit about it in the past. And I know that I know that he's seen me talk shit about it. And I just felt really like I just felt guilty. Like,
I mean, just like
he was so nice.
like that's what their runways are.
That's sick.
You wouldn't think that was Amiri.
No.
Have you met any musicians or just people in your tour time being a musician that you've been like, holy shit, they can dress?
Well, I think most artists dress really bad.
Okay,
Fair.
tight.
Call some
yeah,
out by
name
name.
some
Who
names.
dresses
No,
really bad?
let's not do that. Let's not do that. But I'm trying to think of somebody like Lancey. He dresses really great. Who else dresses really great? Tizo dresses great.
Oh hell yeah! With the Telfar sponsorship.
Yeah, just putting that shit on. Those are the two off the top of my head. Oh, I think Yachty dresses great too.
Well, Aris Tatalovich was his stylist.
Yeah.
There's a store that our friend runs in the Lower East Side on Delancey and Essex called Essex.
It's called Essex. Oh,
Yeah,
word,
yeah,
I
like
should check it out.
It's really-
ESSX.
Yeah.
ESSX, no E. Or
No,
well,
yeah.
Big shout out to Essex and shout out to Fifi.
Shout out to Essex.
Fifi.
You were part of the 2020 XXL freshman class. I feel like that almost like peak. I was slightly after peak SoundCloud era, but
Yeah.
that was like what monogram everything.
Yeah.
Right.
It was just like full Gucci and Fendi, and I think there's ways that it can be done where it's kind of cool. Like I remember when I was in high school, I got the Alessandro Michele, the snake Gucci snake jeans, and I had this like red Gucci print windbreaker,
Nice.
and that shit was fly because it was like 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
It was pre-maximalism, like on steroids. So it was still like a little cutting edge, but I wouldn't want to dress like that now.
What do you do when you're bored on tour? You fuck around. You play like Pokemon on an emulator on your phone or something.
I probably should. That sounds like fun. I just be watching shows. Like, what have I watched? I just finished this anime yesterday called Go Go Loser Ranger.
No, what?
What is that? That sounds
And
sick.
It's like about like, so basically there's like these evil monsters that invaded, and like within a year, the humans wiped them out. But they kept this charade going on.
Oh wait, I have read this.
What?
Right? Yeah, they kept this charade going
you've
on
read this.
where they would
Yeah.
schedule
Nerd.
battles against the monsters like
Yeah.
every Sunday and like turn into like a sporting event to like as like propaganda.
Yeah.
And then eventually one of the monsters like, yo, I'm tired of like getting whooped every week. Like this shit is whack.
It was like monster number 4, right?
Yeah, Fighter D.
Fighter D. Yeah. Oh my god,
Great
I do
show.
remember this.
Yeah, great show. So I just finished
Damn.
that yesterday. I've been watching The Boys.
Boys is good.
Season 4. Love that show. And then like I have a book that I like read sometimes. I always like the idea of reading more than
You
actually
do the LeBron thing where you've just got it open to a page. It's upside down or some shit.
things of that nature.
Is
Things
this
of
a
that nature.
LeBron thing specifically?
LeBron is always reading a book. I put in heavy quotes and they're like, LeBron, what's going on in the book? And he's just like, it's really making me think a lot. It's like never an answer about anything that's going on.
Spinning it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm reading like like a James Dean autobiography right now.
Interesting.
Pretty cool guy, yeah. Pretty cool guy.
Nice. Do you have any style inspirations? People you look up to?
And I think ASAP Rocky is one of the best dressed of all time.
Yeah.
But I
maybe
think
not.
part of dressing really well is dressing really bad sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta. They can't all be hits.
Yep.
Even somebody like Pharrell, who I think most people would say is like one of the most trend-setting, cutting edge, like just best dressers of our time. When I met him and we were talking, he was like, "Yeah, man, I had some really bad outfits back in the day." And some of those outfits that he thinks are bad are like the shit that's on people's mood that Hidden NY is reposting
Yeah.
every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just part of it. You gotta shoot.
Yeah. I'd rather go what 0 for 24 versus 0 for 9 means you lost confidence.
Yeah, well, hopefully, a 0 is still a 0. So hopefully you got some hits up in there.
Hopefully it's like 1 for 24.
Yeah.
At least.
Do you think that you would want to expand outside of just like pure fashion and get more into? You have a really nice watch. I know nothing about watches, but it looks
thanks.
cool. You want to get like into watches or into cars or into furniture, things
That's
like that.
that's like for when you're like 50. I feel like you
Yeah.
get old, you become like a watch and car guy.
I mean, I'm kind of like a watching car guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of different watches. I got this is the 50th anniversary Royal Oak. I've got a frosted Royal Oak. I've got a music edition Royal Oak that I kind of had to buy to get other Royal Oaks.
The like Gateway Royal Oak.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
like an
Like you have
offshore
to like
one.
have a like repertoire with them, or
Yeah, you gotta like it's like fucking.
That's how you know we
courting.
don't have money. My
Yeah.
equivalent of that is like
I don't
getting
even
a
know.
bowl at Chipotle and getting extra points towards the second bowl.
It's the same thing, same exact thing. And then cars, I have a G63 G wagon, and
Whoa.
then I just got last year 1995 BMW M3,
Damn.
which
Damn.
I've been loving. I learned how to drive stick just to like
Nice.
get that car. And I really want a Acura NSX from like the 90s with the pop-up headlights.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But yeah, I love cars. I love watches. It's just very expensive to get the
Yeah.
things that I
Yeah.
really, really want.
You ever go to a track?
No, but I'm planning on signing up for like drift lessons when I
Sick.
finish tour,
Okay.
so I can live out my
drift the G wagon.
fast.
There's-
Fuck that.
G-Wagon's
Hell
like
no.
so top heavy.
I know.
I'm
All
gonna
that
tip
shit.
over. Yeah, I don't know if insurance will cover that debauchery.
There's a track or like a driving school. I think it's out here, but I think they also have franchised it back in the West Coast. I think it's called Skip Barber, but they have a bunch of like ridiculous cars, and it's a flat fee, and they teach you how to like drive on a track,
Yeah.
and then they just like let you go.
Honestly, that sounds sick because
Yeah.
when I was in London, they had like I went to a Champions League game, the
Nice.
finals, and they had like a Sony kind of like airport like lounge kind of thing, and they had these like Gran Turismo driving simulators.
Oh, like the full like multiple screen.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I was so bad at that. I'm good at driving in real life, but for the simulate, I don't know. I couldn't.
You know
I
what
couldn't
might
get
make
it.
you better?
What?
4 or 5 beers.
Yeah.
No. I was like, yo, let me drunk drive
Yeah.
legally.
It's a simulator. It's fine.
Chill,
A
yeah.
couple beers.
And get pulled over in the simulator. That sucked. But yeah, so I want to learn how to like performance drive. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I was also really curious. You can actually sing, so I think your talent is very different to me or Michael. But when you go and you fuck around at karaoke, what do you do?
Oh, bro, for my last birthday, I did a karaoke party.
Yeah.
And it was basically like, you guys get to fucking watch me sing really good.
Were you? Did it feel like doing your job for your birthday?
No, because I was singing other people's songs and I was like wasted, and we kept bribing the DJ to like let us cut everybody in line. And like,
Oh, you didn't do a room. You did like a public.
Oh, no, yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, y'all motherfuckers gonna know it's a star in the building tonight.
You made everyone so mad.
Yeah, I probably did, but who cares? It's my
Yeah, fuck 'em.
birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your go-to songs?
Mike Posner, Cooler Than Me.
Holy
Yo.
shit!
Yeah.
There's a video of me. Oh my god! Back in 2013 when that came out.
Yeah.
Singing that song for a girl. I thought it was game. I sent it to her. I don't know where it is.
I'm sorry.
The entire song
Just you recorded yourself.
on my 5-year-old my mom's Apple laptop.
Photo
And you
boothed it
don't
out.
know where it is.
I know because it's on another computer.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, if
You
I find
that
it, you
shit.
would
You
know.
find that shit. You go home. You find that shit.
Yeah, throw
I'll-
it up right here.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll buy your train ticket back. I need it.
It's a great song though. That's one of those songs that like I'm like, fuck, I wish I made this song. You know? Yeah.
Okay.
What did the girl do?
She was 2 years older than me. I forget her name, but we ended up hanging out. God, this is such like a Northwest Jew story. Hanging out at a bar mitzvah.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
And I got too scared to talk to her and like left early.
Real.
Right?
Yeah.
Game is game.
Game is not
Game
game.
is
I
game.
still have no game. I just talk until it either
You should
like.
try that one again. You should try the Mike Posner Cooler Than You.
I still remember the
Tattoo.
shirt I was wearing. I was wearing a blue, really deep V-neck that I thought was swaggy.
Sick.
I had the Justin Bieber haircut.
Really deep V-necks are swaggy, for the record.
Oh, Baby Got Back. That
Great,
was my,
yeah, absolutely.
my original karaoke song. I remember one time we were visiting like some family in Arizona, and there was like a Texas Roadhouse, and I guess they were doing karaoke that night.
Texas Roadhouse karaoke? Wait, where in Arizona?
Like Phoenix or like Prescott or Scott.
Okay.
One of those
Scottsdale?
places.
Seems-
Could be.
Okay. That's where I'm from.
Oh, word. Scottsdale's a cool place.
Texas Roadhouse.
But yeah, they were doing karaoke, so it's a packed out restaurant, and like little 7-year-old me goes up there and does this explicit ass song
Baby
in
Got
front
Back
of
is
all
nuts.
these like
No.
mildly conservative like old white people, and like everyone's just kind of looking at me like, yo, what the hell is going on?
The doing Baby Got Back karaoke at a Arizona, Texas steakhouse, Texas, what is it?
Roadhouse? I don't
Texas
know whatever
Roadhouse,
the fuck it's called. Yeah.
In 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Jesus.
That was pre-recession too.
Yeah,
That's
those
why it
people-
was full.
Yeah.
That's why, they could afford to eat back then.
I gotta ask, what's your go-to game?
Like video game or whatever.
No. If you're sliding into somebody's DMs, what do you open with?
Oh, I haven't slid in DMs in a really long time.
Damn, must
but
be nice.
I used to like find one line that would work
Okay.
and then just like run that.
Yeah, just
And-
like your inbox is just that line.
yeah. and here's the interesting thing. In the beginning, the line would have such a good success rate, and it's all different people, so it's not like they know that this is my line or something. But as time went on, the lines would like the response would get worse and worse. It's like in a video
It's like
game.
they're all talking and they're like, "Yo, he sent me this message as well."
But like the exploit gets patched. So,
Yeah.
so then I'd have to find a new line, and the same thing would happen. And I feel like God is just like, yo, it's not gonna be this easy, kid. Like you gotta be creative.
You just
man.
sent it with less confidence. You hit the button a little less zesty.
They could feel it. They could feel it.
Desperate.
Huh?
Give Saul some lines. He's
Yeah.
gotta be. He just downloaded a dating app again.
So around like the time of like Master of None,
Wow.
you
shit.
remember that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was like he said like I'm going to Trader Joe's. You want anything? So I remixed that, and I just would ask girls like, yo, do you like Trader Joe's? And it's so like
Is that all it takes?
from left field. Well, when you're like, a handsome ass nigga like me, I guess so.
Must be nice. Yeah, we all can't be 6'3" model rappers with hit songs. No, some of us have to not be that.
But
Unfortunately,
I think the key is like you got to say something that is getting a response is a win.
Yeah.
Once they respond, they're in it. You know.
my go-to at a club, and it almost always works,
Yeah.
is just turning around if you're talking to friends and just tapping, a girl and just being like, "Hey, how far do you think you could throw an egg?"
Yeah.
It always works, and they always are just like raw or hard boiled, and like immediately you're just like, "Oh, there's the
You're in.
conversation."
Yeah, you're in.
So, how many more stops do you have on the tour? You have New York,
To
obviously.
New York, then I got Philly, DC, and I think I'm done.
Damn.
Yeah, so 2 more shows,
And then home.
and then home,
And then
back to the
your
bed.
spa and your.
Yeah,
Oh, bed
all of
sounds-
that, all
yeah.
of that.
So I'm gonna start taking us down. Before we leave, we do song of the week. Something you've been listening to, something you've been enjoying recently. We add it to a playlist. This is the first guest episode, and we haven't named the playlist yet. You want to name the playlist?
So this is the Pair of Kings
So it'd be
Season
season
11.
11.
podcast, season 11. Jesus, that's a lot of seasons.
Also, one more thing. We have a Discord.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
we
Cool.
always invite people to join our Discord, but they have to prove that they've listened to an episode. What is the passphrase they're giving us?
Oh, I get to pick the
Yeah,
password.
yeah.
The password is flip flop.
Flip flop. Message us flip flop at Pair of Kings Pod, and we will let you join the happiest place in fashion.
There you go. No name for the playlist, but my song for the playlist will be Free Brick Freestyle by Von Off 1700.
Cool.
Free Brick Freestyle by Von Off 1700. I know some of those words.
Yeah.
What have I been listening to?
I'm gonna hit it with my phone's over there. I can't tell you what I'm listening to. I'm gonna tell you Fast Car Tracy Chapman,
Oh,
Great
great
song.
song.
which I think is always my first song on the playlist.
I'm gonna go with "You're Not the One" by Sky. How the fuck do you say her name?
Ferreria. Yeah.
Ferreria.
Ferreria.
Yeah.
Any final words? Any shout outs? Floor is yours.
Where can the people find
Yeah.
you?
I mean, you can find me everywhere that you find everyone else that you like. And I have nothing to plug. If you fuck with what I had to say, go find it yourself. No shameless
little work
promotion
in.
today.
Come on.
Gatekeeping yourself.
Keeping yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I dropped a new project in March. It's called Growing Pains. Listen to that. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you hate it. That's
It's good. It's short. It's pretty short, right? It's like 40 something minutes,
Yeah,
41.
no, I think it might be shorter than that. It's like 7 songs, like maybe like half an hour.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Golden, for joining us. I'm Saul
pleasure.
Thompson. You can find me on Instagram at Saul Thompson. You can also find my wonderful co-host.
I'm Michael Smith. You know where I am.
Smithstagram.
Smithstagram.
And obviously 24K Golden. You can find him wherever you find everybody
Wherever
else.
you find everybody else.
Exactly. This has been the Pair of Kings podcast. You can find us on Hero Hero at herohero.co/POK. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Pair of Kings Pod. And if you're watching on YouTube, which is Pair of Kings Podcast, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, smash that like button.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Have a great Thursday if you're on Hero Hero, or Tuesday if you're listening to this or watching. And we will see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.